performance, space, lushness, luxury. The Audi S6 e-tron Avant promises it all, but does it deliver? Has Audi redefined the EV, or is it just another electric car? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. It's interesting, estates, wagons used to be reserved primarily for tradies, yet it was Audi that made you believe you need one, even if you don't. Why? Because they're cool, practical, and this one is elegant, smart, with beautiful lights. So A6 e-tron versus S6 e-tron, this one looks sportier, feels sportier, and of course, it's got more horsepower. 503 horses to be precise. 1, 2, 3. We've got 97 kilowatt-hour batteries, and this promises 646 kilometers, just over 400 miles. If you drive around town, you can easily achieve that. Finally catching up with Elon. As for myself, it is winter time. I drive mainly on the motorway. I do not nanny the throttle pedal. After all, this is S6, a performance car, and I'm averaging 23.5 kilowatt-hours per 100 kilometers. This means just over 400 kilometers of a range, 250 miles. What else? We've got rapid charging. This car will receive up to 270 kilowatts, which means from 10% to 80% in only 21 minutes. Now, all of this makes this car one of the most balanced EVs on the market. It doesn't cut your leg or an arm like other EVs do. The back seat, we've got plenty of legroom, very good headroom. Middle seat, easy because the floor here is nearly flat, although I do have large feet, so I'm struggling to fit those in. But overall, I mean, yeah, Audi advantage. One of the largest boot spaces in this segment, 502 liters of space. Look how practical the shape of the boot is. We also have more boot space in the front where you can neatly store your cables. The Audi advantage. Enough about the boot space. I could stop pretending that I wanted this to happen. I could just say it. The materials feel very premium, well made, and the finish is absolutely stunning. I've got a large sunroof and digitally installed blind, which opens and closes in sections. I've seen it in Renault, loved it, plus it gives you more headspace. Now, this particular model is spec'd with camera mirrors. I used to dislike it when Audi initially came out with these, but they have adjusted the location slightly. And even though it takes a bit of time to get your head around it, I think these work brilliantly at night, and they actually give you a clearer picture in terms of lane positioning. They're supposed to reduce the drag, and yes, they do fold, but if you don't like it, you can just get regular mirrors. Down here you've got your shortcut buttons for driving modes, cameras, traditional knob for volume control, large beautiful display, a smaller one for the passenger, which as a driver I cannot see because that would be too distracting, high definition, crisp, crystal clear. The system is brilliant. Climate control, you operate through the screen, but it is actually very intuitive. Now, the cabin is just glorious, and this is also the moment I say, BMW, Mercedes, you gotta step it up because it's not looking too good for you. With this cabin in this category, Audi is simply best in business. I'm all alone down the steady road, just full of thoughts about to explode. My first impressions, swift, smooth, composed. The adaptive air suspension makes it feel silky, velvety, expensive. We've got dual motor, so quattro. This means the power is being sent to all four wheels. It also means that you can floor it and chuck it around the corners in all weather conditions. And you will be pretty confident doing so. Even though this is an all-wheel drive, it feels very rear biased. No surprise here, because more than double the torque versus the front is going to your ass. 580 Newton meters to be precise. It is so quick, so refined in the way it puts down the power. It handles very well. It doesn't feel too heavy, but well planted. Now, if you're still pondering and wondering, an electric SUV versus electric wagon, sedan, saloon, this might just be your answer. Because you see, oftentimes, there isn't much difference between riding a cute elephant and driving an electric SUV. And the answer is very simple: physics. Funny, because many people are telling me, Anna, but you don't understand. The Chinese cars will take over the world because they're just as good as the Germans. Are they? So this car starts from £100,000 in the UK. And sure, you can get 2 or even 3 Chinese cars for this price. Sounds like a bargain, doesn't it? But let's put things into perspective. Imagine dating a 10, and then for some bizarre reason, well, because it's cheaper, you decide to date a 3. Same thing with cars. The right quality, the overall experience and driving dynamics, the way the materials feel under your fingertips, all of this gone. This is also the moment you realize you do not want a 3. You in fact need a 10. Sophisticated, refined, but a redefined EV? Well, I suppose you can say that because what Audi has done, they have shown us where your money is actually going. I think quietly, I am a hardcore Audi fan. I just love their solid build quality. Also, its sporty, unbothered, cool nature. Naturally, I would go for 5 cylinders. But for an EV, well, Ingolstadt, you have outdone most out there. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.